back to my channel. Thank you for tuning. As promised, I said I was going to try to do a full video on psychocybernetics. So today I'm just going to go a little more in depth. If you haven't looked at my previous video, go check it out. It's just kind of like a sneak peek to what this video is going to be about. I'll probably do more than one part just because this book is so meaty, so much good things in this book, and it's definitely worth really digesting a lot of the information. And the unit's coming up, and who doesn't want to change their life? I know I do. I want to change my life. I want to continue to change it. I want to continue for it to grow and be bigger and even more broader than my wildest dreams. So today we're talking all about psychocybernetics, unlocking the power of your mind. And it starts with your self-image. So he talks about how your self-image, your thoughts, your actions, and everything, that's what brings the results and that's what brings the outlook of your life. So just to get a non-biased outlook on what's going on with your life, give yourself a full audit. Are you where you want to be? Do you look the way you want to look? Do you have the amount of money you want to have? And if you don't, it's okay. Don't give any bad feelings towards it. Don't be down on yourself because we know these things can change literally in a day, literally in a blink of an eye. I know I'm not alone when I see a lot of people saying, I got monetized or I got this check or I have manifested this and all of these really good things. So that lets you know that these things are possible. We just have to believe it for ourselves. And it starts with changing our self-image, changing how we see ourselves. And honestly, that's the only thing that really matters. I believe in society, we just kind of get into this. How do other people see me and what someone said and how people view me? But in reality, it really doesn't matter, right? The most important thing is how you see yourself, how you view yourself. How do you really feel about what's going on in your life? And if you don't like it, you don't love it, change it. And it starts with how you see yourself. Some practical tips to do this, in which I'm going to do a more depth video on some of these step-by-step things because there's so much information in working towards this and changing it, especially if you've built so many years of putting yourself down or so many years of not seeing yourself the way you want to see yourself. It's going to take some time to change that. It's going to take time to change who you know you can be. So it first starts with getting a clear picture of where you are. The second part is getting a clear picture of where you want to be. You want to be a millionaire. You want to be a billionaire. What do you want to be? And honestly, the biggest thing I feel like as people, we think small of ourselves because sometimes we're around other people that don't have the courage to think bigger and they impose those limited thoughts and limited beliefs on us. And then we start to think small about ourselves. So think big. Think of the biggest thing, the craziest thing that you can be. I always say this, the difference between celebrities and people who have really big success and the difference between the common person that don't have success, that works a job that they don't like, that works a 9 to 5. No shade on anybody and where they are and what they have. But the difference is that these people believe that they are out of this mind. They believe that people want to see them. They believe that they are popular. They believe that people are watching them and people enjoy them and people, they believe that no matter, even if they come across as they don't, they have to. There's no other way for it to impart if you don't believe that you are this guy, this person. If you will honestly listen to a lot of people's like celebrities, like their songs and different things that they say, you can tell that now whether that's inflated ego, whatever that may be, I don't know. But they believe these things. And we just have to start believing them about ourselves. And I think a lot of the tasks or a lot of the things that I try to do is to do it in a healthy way that doesn't put anyone else down. That has nothing to do with anyone else because it doesn't really. It how I exist in the world has nothing to do with anybody else, but it's just me. So I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to write down. I encourage you to do a vision board. I encourage you to do whatever that may be to think yourself as the highest self, as the highest self image that that could possibly be. So that's step two. Seeing where you are so that you know if you're not where you want to be. And step two is seeing that person that you know, that ideal person that you know you and me, whether that's any shape, whether that's curvy, whether that's whatever that may be for you. Okay. So the second part of this, after self-image and understanding and getting your pure self-image, is to understand that your mind is a goal-seeking machine. And whatever goal we give it, that is what it goes after. So if I tell myself every day that I'm poor and that, I don't have enough and I don't like the way I look, and I'm too fat, and I'm too this, and I'm too that, I'm too dark, I'm too light, I'm too whatever that may be, that is what your mind is going to give you the evidence of. That's what your mind is going to show up. So if you say you're lacking, if you feel deep down inside that you don't have enough, you wasn't raised by the right people, and your parents weren't who they should have been, and your sister wasn't good to you, and your last boyfriend didn't do you right, so nor the male, that is what you're gonna get. Like, you ever, see those people where it's like, and even I can say that I've been there, where for whatever reason, whatever space I was in that particular life, I drew this particular person to me, because we draw people to us no matter what we really believe. We draw people to us, and then you're like, why I'm the victim, like, why do they always treat me bad? Sometimes it's just good to take a break and realize where you really are. Is your self-esteem really that low that you draw these people towards you? And whatever, trust me, I'm speaking from experience. I know a lot of people don't really say this enough, but the message is for the messenger first. This information was brought to me first, so by no means, I'm talking about us. When I say these things, I'm including myself in it. So your mind is a goal-seeking machine. Give it something to seek. Give it something positive to seek. Give it something that you actually want to align with to seek. Okay? We turn ourselves inch. We giving our mind a goal. We got plans. My brother used to always say this saying, and I want to say it's a quote there. I don't know if he got it from Oprah. It was somewhere, but the saying goes, "She who fails to plan plans to fail." We got to give ourselves some good goals that we can get to. And if we give our mind these big goals, we give our mind these, hey, I'm going to save $100,000 this year, then your mind will give you ways, give you ideas, and give you things to do to make the extra money or to have the extra opportunities. So whatever that may be, it's going to be different for everybody. Show yourself image. Give your mind a goal to seek. Okay, so the third part of this is my favorite, and something that I really enjoy doing. It is visualization and mental rehearsal. Now, if you haven't done this, it is one of the most, when you get to the point that you can really meditate and really allow yourself to feel and sink into the life that you really want, it's so rewarding and it's so exciting. And honestly, I do this every night before I go to bed and every morning before I get out of the bed. Now, sometimes I wake up late, I don't get a chance to do it, but I always do before I go to bed. I turn the TV off, I put the bookmark in my book, I turn my phone on, do not disturb. That's already said, because the sleep can't be disrupted. I don't know about y'all. But I do this every night, and it allows, what I must say is that it has allowed me to be more at peace with maybe not having everything that I have right now, but because I go to bed and I visualize these things that I know I want and I know that are coming into my life, I put myself in those situations. And if you haven't done this before, there are so many videos I know on YouTube that actually shows you and give you some advice on it. And I'll probably do one in the future, but it's pretty much making sure that you are in the picture. Don't look outward. Don't have it to where you're looking outward on it as if you're watching a movie to be the main character in the movie. So, for example, you watch a movie with Denzel or whatever. Denzel is in the movie. He's playing the character. Now, Denzel is watching himself from a movie. That's different than actually being an actor. And that's who we want to be in real life. We have to be our main characters. I made a really big shift from my life when I started to understand that. And honestly, I even had to detach myself from some people that were so strong in their reality, which is so good. That was something I always had to work on. And maybe just because I come from such a big family with big personality, um, but I had to separate myself to find my inner voice, to find my main character, um, identity so that I can be more of who I am and flourish more of who I am and insert myself into other circles and with other people. Because if not, the people with big the people who I say who've been here multiple times and just know who they are, know what they want, and just going to get it from day one, from birth, I commend those people. Like I look up to them. But sometimes if you do feel like that, like no one should be a shadow, and everyone should be able to shine they are, shine in whatever that may be in their life because it's your life. You don't live in someone else's life. So allowing yourself to do that, allowing yourself to do this at night before you go to sleep, or having moments during the day where you meditate and get to yourself and really visualize yourself in your actual life can do wonders to your everyday life. It gives peace, it gives you more harmony, it gives you more love from the inside. So, if you want me to do a video on how I do that every night, let me know. Especially if I feel like to know that you're doing it correctly, you feel it in your body. Um, and again, if you don't understand how to do it, let me know. Put a comment down there. I'll kind of go through, maybe just do a separate little short video of actually how to do that step by step. All right, so we got self-image. We're changing that. We're writing down where we are so that we can be who we want to be. Ideal, everything to the T, chef's kiss. Right. 2, we are giving our mind a goal-seeking machine. It's a machine. Our mind and bodies, they have created computers and all different types of things based off of the human anatomy. If you think about it, like even just the storage of the DNA, that's how they kind of got the idea from SD cards and all of these different things. So our bodies are the machines. Don't let no one else use it. You use it as your own goal seeking machine. Don't allow the marketers and social media and your friends and family ever to seek your goal or give you goals to seek. Have their own goals to seek. And then 3, we are going to have mental rehearsals that we do to manifest the things that we want in our lives. Okay, so I got completely thrown off and I had to end the last video. So I look like I'm in a different clothes. It's okay. I'm picking up right where I left off. um, we're talking all about psychocybernetics and how can we pretty much unlock our minds to be the powerful tool that it really is so that we can have everything that we want in life. Visualization and mental rehearsal. I think this was the last part that I kind of left off on. And the simplest term or the simplest explanation is that your brain cannot tell the difference between something that's actually happened and something that you have created. Your brain can't distinguish the difference. So why dwell on those things that you don't want to happen? Only dwell on the things that you want to happen. Like we talked about earlier, having your brain setting goals because it is a goal seeking machine. This is something that helps with facilitating exactly what you want to create. And one of the biggest things that I heard recently that really changed my whole perception about life and being a human and why I'm here on this earth is that I want to say it's Neville Goddard. He said one of our main goals, it might not have been Neville Goddard. If I find out, I will make sure I link the video because it was someone that was like a manifester, someone that talks about these things. But anyways, they said that one of our main goals here as a human is to mimic God. And God is a creator. He created everything. He created, well, however you look at it, God, universe, whatever. We are to mimic our creators. That's why we can think and speak, unlike a lot of our the other species on this earth. They can't. Well, at least we don't know. At least it's not in the same frequency as we are. But and it kind of goes back to that scripture. I want to say it's in Genesis, and it says God created us in His image and pretty much His likeness. We take those things really lightly, but stuff is real, and the people who do know and understand and have lived in and have been brought up with this information when they're kids, it's like second nature. And honestly, even as kids, like our imaginations are bigger. We create things. I don't know if you remember, creating a house inside of a tent. Like, as kids, we would do these things. Um, we just kind of put them off when we got older. So visualization, mental rehearsal, mentally rehearse yourself being in the place you want to be. And if you have an experience putting yourself into those situations, it's amazing. And it's so, I don't know, it always makes me feel really tingly in my body. I wanted to change my job. And this is from something that I've done. I wanted to change my job and I decided to look for another job. So started looking for another job. I applied. And I did a lot of mental rehearsing. Like as I went to bed, I would imagine how I would feel when I got this job and imagine how I would feel when I was able to do this that I wanted to do, this kind of turn of a career within my same career, but just really different from what I have been doing. No experience. There was a lot of myth on, oh, if you don't have any experience, it's hard to get hired, blah, blah, blah. Make a long story short, end up getting a job. And I take it and 100% solely to me actually putting this into action. So yeah, try it out. Visualization, mental rehearsal. If you want me to do like a deeper video on that, please let me know. Let me know in the comments. I would love to. It's something that I study and work on every day, all the time. Number 4. So after we have worked on our self-image, understood the key to success, what we really want in life, and knowing that we can't fail, after we have created goals so that our minds can be goal-seeking machines, after we've aided in that, only focus on what you want, not what you don't want, because that's a waste of time. After we visualized and rehearsed and gone through everything that we want to do every night, every day, anytime you think about it throughout the day, focus on those good things. We're going to let go of the past failures. Now, to me, that's well, for me, personal experience, that's been something that was really big in my future success. And I honestly feel, I was about to say low key, I low key feel as though that is something that has held me back from things that I want in life. So yeah, I honestly believe anything that I haven't gotten in life is mainly because of that limited beliefs on certain things. And I believe when you become aware of certain things, it makes it easier. So when you become aware of those limited beliefs and how you thought about, oh, my relationships in the past failed, or how you thought about different things that failed in the past, when you can become aware of those, now you can change those beliefs. You can change those assumptions for them to work with you. And I always what to me how I can recognize those things are when say new opportunities come up And the first thing you do is flashback to your past failures and your past issues. Those are the things you have to pay attention to because those are the things you know you need to work on. Um, and forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Let things go. Don't live in the past because like I said, our minds are goal seeking machines. So when we consistently focus on the past and I remember my cousin, this happened to me, my friends, I've never had friends. Like when I was in high school, like you hear a lot of people refer back. I was in high school, but those things don't matter to the past. And whatever happened at that moment, that's what it was supposed to happen. But now you can be free, you can let those things go, you can forgive yourself. And honestly, you don't need anyone else's forgiveness or permission to forgive them either. Number 5 is going to be relaxation and understand the power of your subconscious mind. Now, this is something that you can do a full-on video of. And a lot of this goes into calming your mind. That's why people talk about meditation being super, because you can be clear. You can hear your subconscious. You can hear your intuition. You can hear the things that are good for you. You can hear what you need to hear. But if your mind is not calm, if you are overly thinking, if you are obsessing over something someone said to you 5 minutes ago, 5 years ago, 5 days ago, you're not able to tap into what you really need to tap into is that sweet spot, the present moment. That's Joe Dispenza, the sweet spot, the present moment, the power of now. Any of those things, those books are so eye-catching because they're so real. And if you continuously focus on the past and past failures and you're not relaxed, you don't allow your mind to relax, it makes it more difficult for you to hear and to get clarity on things, which is everything. So meditation, I found out when I was going through transitions, exercising, yoga, taking a run, walk. If you can't walk, you can't run, walk. If you can't walk or if you can't run, jog, try to jog. If you can't jog, walk, getting out in nature. I even found having times with family or long drives, those things they really get me there. So calm your mind so that it can perform the way it can perform. 6 is going to be trust that your subconscious mind will work on your goals and focus on the end result. We don't have to worry about the middle. We don't have to worry about how JoJo is going to talk to Susie to get this email for you to get this big thing, or how someone in the middle of nowhere is going to be able to see your YouTube video so that you can have 1 million subscribers. We don't have to worry about the why and the how. We just have to focus on the end goal. Neville Goddard, I'm going to talk about him a lot, and I already talked about him. He says this saying that the ends justify the means. I want to say that exactly how it is. Something like that. So in so many words, how I break it down is that that scripture in the Bible where it says the faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. Don't quote me on that 100% if I get it wrong. I understand the concept, but sometimes I always mess up the words. But just knowing that whatever I want is done. And all I have to do is work on focusing on the end so that it can just happen. So that this person can talk to this person, or this person can be here at this time. That stuff don't have nothing to do with me. I don't want to know. I just want to know that it's going to get done. And when we can relax into that takes away the stress, it takes away anxiety. I didn't even realize I was having anxiety until I realized, oh my gosh, that's what it is. Shortness of breath, not feeling well, feeling weird, feeling off, all that type of things. It's overthinking, over worrying, having that panic that things won't work out, and they always will. In closing, Dr. Maltz, which is the guy that's over the book or that wrote the book, he says, he believes that reshaping your self-image and using your mind as a goal-seeking nature, you can achieve almost anything. The key is to practice daily, visualize yourself being successful, and believe in your own ability. Belief believe in your own ability. And I watched this other video the other day, and the lady, the girl over the video, which I'll know hers because she does a lot of really good book reviews on a lot of the books that I love and have read. It was about Never Goddard, and he talks about the assumptions, which assumptions are just like beliefs. How some people get beliefs and assumptions mixed up, or think beliefs are something that you have to go years or so um getting down, but it's as simple as believe someone is gonna be someplace on time. You meet up with your friends, you believe they're gonna be there on time because you're gonna be on time. You don't have any type of doubt that they're not gonna be there. That's belief. That's not you. They were gonna be on time, so you were on time. You believe they're gonna be on time, so you're gonna be on time. It's just that simple. I want a new car. I know and I believe and I know it's gonna work out when I go to the dealership, my lease or whatever I want to get is gonna be approved. I'm gonna have the money, whatever money they're asking for, my payments, everything's gonna work out. For to get to make my payments, it's gonna be the right amount of payments for me to make with my money. If I don't have enough right now, the money will come. Whatever that you have to believe, have that assumption, one in your own abilities, one faith in God, knowing that everything most likely has always worked out if you look in the past, and it's going to work out in the future. All right, until next time, beautiful sunshine. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope this video found you, and I hope that you have grown, learned something today, just like I did. All right, until next time, stay beautiful.